Oh, darlings. Excuse me if I'm a little subdued today, won't you? It's time for inoculations on the base today, and I'm having just a teensy reaction. Still, it's nothing that can't be helped by the cool, clean taste of Froz, #1 choice for busy mums on the go. We've had the ship augmented. Do we own it now? It's still military property, but they seem quite happy to allow us to have it modified. Well, I'm sure our commanding officers know what they're doing, and hey, you won't hear me complaining about our new electric deterrent. So, shall we interview again? Let's see, you sir, you at the medical corps, right? You're live on Grand Life with Grand Darling, and can I take this opportunity in front of our millions of viewers to personally, sincerely thank you for your service? Now, how are you finding life out here on the front? Uh-huh. Pardon me, could you speak directly into the recorder? Never mind, I'm sure it's picking you up. What about that wildlife, huh? If it's not on fire, it's exploding. What kind of ecosystem would even support that? Genetic engineering, you don't say. Well, I had wondered. I've had a little communication from our elves back home on Telstar. Darlings, I'm sure you remember Nightlight, my first venture onto the silver screen. Gosh, how long ago was that now? 10 years? Well, good news. We've finally won our legal battle with the ratings board and have been approved for home release. Be sure to pick up Nightlight, rated AO for scenes of peril, drug use, and what Void magazine once referred to as the most graphic and senseless violence ever committed to film. Send the kids to bed early tonight because this one's just a little bit spicy. Our meeting with the engineer corps was productive. I won't name names, but a certain someone has arranged for our resident fighter Magruder to show off his talents in the ring. Folks, you have our dear, dear friends in C Company to thank for what I'm sure is to be one hell of a grand fight. C Company. I think we all know what the C stands for, huh? But I kid. I love those guys. Salt of the earth, a lot of them. Speaking of, here comes one of their boys now. Okay, yeah, you want to hear about the champ? Well, what's there to say? He's a down-to-earth guy who never forgot his roots. A proper little hometown hero, that one, but my stars, you don't want to see him angry. The kid is in peak physical form. He's a lean, mean fighting machine, decorated marine with a jab that's obscene. We call him Magruder, but all your contenders are going to be calling is the Medivac. Oh, entry music. Right. I don't know. Something jaunty with a fiddle solo, maybe. You guys have that one by Jeb Nebula? I think it hit number 3 last year? Well, he lost interest pretty quickly. Suppose that's it for tonight, folks. Have a good one. Ladies, gentlemen, and beings of all kinds, we are live and ringside in Hangar 18, preparing for what's shaping up to be a fight to remember. I'm joined here by Bucky's favourite and renowned pugilist Magruder. So, if you don't mind me saying so, sweet, I'd say you've got this in the bag. But I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Hey, you over there. 600 credits on the kid, huh? Let's get serious about this. Now, looks like they've been called up to the ring, so if you'll excuse me while I freshen my drink. Duty calls. Oh, darling, more Chardonnay in the commentary box, please. Yes. In this corner, the fist of the South Star. The ladies love him, not as fear him, and a lucky few know him as Magruder. And in this... why is he restrained? Well, it looks like our challenger is a diminutive leather daddy with a substance abuse problem. Hey, Mox, what do you call your kid over there, right? Seriously? Well then, he's strapping on more than just his gloves tonight, folks. Can we all give it up for the one, the only, the Gimp? That's the first round. They've loosened the Gimp's restraints, and God, he's right in there. This cannot be legal, folks. That little guy is a full 6 inches shorter than the kid and nowhere near the same weight class. He's going, hell for leather out there. There's very little technique there, just pent-up furious energy being unleashed in a torrent of desperate punches, and that is not going to feel good in the morning. Magruder's found his opening, and with a single blow, it looks like the fat lady's waiting for the conductor to give her cue to... Oh no, the perverted pugilist is back on his feet and angrier than ever. A right, another right. It looks like he may have lost some of his motor functions, but he just keeps moving faster and faster. I begin to think our fighters weren't tested for performance-enhancing substances, folks. Whoop! Here comes Magruder with a punishing haymaker, and down he goes. His grandkids are going to feel that one. And he's down for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, oh, but here he comes again, swaying but held erect by sheer willpower. Kids, he might not be a conventional role model, but there's a little something for us all to learn here. Yep, I stand corrected. I'd say the gimp must be at bottom because he has taken it like a champion. Our winner. Show him some love, people. Let's have a big hand for Magruder. Well, they've unmasked the gimp. I would not have taken Nemo for a fighter. Oh, well, I suppose he wasn't, huh? But seriously, is he okay? Oh, he'll live? Wonderful, wonderful. Now, where's that wonderful little chap with the wine? I'd like to get to know him much better.
Platts Gran, the Grand trademark and all associated words and opinions are the sole intellectual property of Maracano unless expressly stated otherwise. All rights reserved, except those of Platts Gran, which are reserved by Maracano. The Surgeon General strongly advises against the participation in and glorification of war.
Hey, Julian, baby, get Kingston on the horn, would you? We could run pay-per-view on this thing. Brand endorsement's one thing, but man, that's where the real money is. I haven't seen a good old-fashioned blood spot on a Maracano station since, Do you remember that snooker semi-final 6 years back? Oh, I am glad I was presenting that gig. That was hilarious. I'd actually miss sports coverage. It's crude and lowbrow, but it's wall-to-wall action and no tedious scripts to memorise. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. So, they finally released Nightlight. I know it's been in notice circulation for years, but those deviants will watch anything. Just when I thought I'd put that whole sordid affair behind me. Still, I thought it was a decent performance. Probably not an opinion shared by the Oscar review panel, but what do they know? Bunch of hacks. Give Bucky or Aurora a TV Choice Award for not falling off his horse the best 9 times out of 10. They show a bit of artistic skin and all of a sudden it's obscene. I mean, look at me. I've got range, for God's sake. Poise. I swear, if I have to see that cowboy shit-eating grin mugging on the cover of one more magazine, I'm actually going to lose it. And if you ever meet him, you can tell him that from me. God, where's the wine then?